the Tony and Tim show. We are on the bench today and we have a special guest, Godfrey, a big Liverpool fan. He'll be joining us in the first of a big series of episodes that we'll be having in the running to the Premier League title. It's very tight at the top. Liverpool currently leading the way on 31 games and 76 points. Manchester City just close on 30 games played, but with 2 points behind that, 74 points. And then Spurs on third place, 61 points. And of course, Arsenal are in fourth place in that battle for top 4, 60 points that they have there. Manchester United 58, Chelsea 57.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, gents.
Thank you. He's an excited Liverpool man, but it's good to have the fans now, Tony. We all know that this is now the run-in here on no more internationals, maybe a break there or two for the FA Cup, but this is the real deal. This is the last corner to the trophy. And Godfrey, we've come into this knowing that if Liverpool win all their games, maybe 1 or 2 slip-ups, they will be there for City.
Correct.
Then Liverpool will be the champions.
Exactly.
But also City says, if Liverpool slip up, we win all our games, we'll be the champions. How do you see this now heading to the end?
Actually, they say they are waiting for one slip from Liverpool and the trophy will be done.
Yep.
But we are saying no as Liverpool fans. What is at Anfield is belief this time. We are going to do it the Ferguson way.
Yep.
Ferguson has been the leader among all managers in the Premier League. And one thing that we admire of him, he always told his team that believe until the last day, the last hour. So that's what is in the Liverpool camp as of now at Anfield. We are just believing. We don't want to know what is going to happen at Man City because we believe they can sleep. So what we need to do is win our games, remaining 7 games one by one. They are finals. Right now we call them finals, 7 finals. So if we win 7 finals, we believe we are going to be crowned champions.
Very big positivity there at the Anfield, and we go there on Sunday in our big game of the weekend. Liverpool will be taking on Tottenham Hotspur in a game that if any football fan out there was waiting for the international break to end, this is the kind of game you want to feast your eyes on. Liverpool taking on third place Tottenham. A game that they beat them in the first leg away at Wembley. Suddenly a lot of things have changed. But let's start with the hopes that Liverpool have in this particular game. They already won the first game. Where do their hopes lie in going into this particular game against Tottenham team?
I think it is the rhythm that Liverpool had before the break. We saw that Sadio Mane especially he's the player in Liverpool who has been ticking. And even when he went to Senegal, he came from bench, had an assist and a goal. So that is the rhythm you want first your players to come back with. But just like Godfrey said, that Liverpool is looking at the last 7 games as finals, and there is no way to call a final between Liverpool and Tottenham. That gives you the ideal picture of a final. And I think if Liverpool is to take this trophy, they have to make the statement starting with this Tottenham game.
This suddenly we will talk about, like we are saying, the chances. Tim, you say Mane. Who else in this Liverpool side has impressed you the most this season?
Obviously, Van Dijk, the player of the year.
By the way, it could be.
A lot of people have mentioned him as a player of the year.
Yes, he's already player of the year, unless if they cheat him. But we believe he's going to make it because Sterling cannot challenge him, given the stats and the impact on their teams. But also, we are excited as fans because Joe Gomez is back in that defense. So we believe if we are to win this game, if we are to win Spurs, we are going to do very well in the defense. We have to put Hurricane and Son to their place. And then maybe we can get 1 or 2 goals from maybe Mane. And we expect maybe something to come from Salah, even he has now
been very quiet.
Exactly, he's been quiet and he has rested. He didn't go for internationals. He's been training and preparing. So we expect maybe later. But we expect Mane to score first. So if Salah gets a second one and we do well in the defense, definitely there is no room for Spurs, unless if the referee can beat around.
Very, very big optimism for Liverpool there. For Tottenham, though, we've seen them running through a very rough patch just before the international break. They were very close to the top, and now they find themselves closer to the 4th spot and the 5th spot. They're actually only 1 point ahead of Arsenal, who are in 4th place going into this weekend.
And how many behind?
Now they have a new trophy, a new stadium. with a lot of optimism around everyone. They'll be playing the first game there on April 3rd against Crystal Palace. What do they take into this particular game for your team?
I think there's a lot of positive.
Do they have some chances?
There's a lot of positive, Tony, for Tottenham. We all know the last 4 games they've lost 3, but they are still in the top 4, and I think now that's the primary goal for Spurs and Pochettino. The positive I'm talking about is, one, they are going to the new stadium. Everyone is excited about it. Harry Kane is now a member of the British Empire. That's an award that one appreciates along the way, Tony. But the big news for me to Tottenham as a whole is the teams that were courting Pochettino, Man United and Real Madrid, they
have both found managers.
And we look at long-term managers, 3 years for Solskjaer there. I think even Zidane. So they look at him saying, this is a stay-put man now. So can he now galvanize the team and move it forward? So I think there are some positives in the last 2 weeks that have happened to Tottenham.
Yeah. Very, very interesting there going into that Tottenham's side. If Tottenham are to have a chance against Liverpool for you, Godfrey, where do their chances lie? Who are the key men that Liverpool need to watch out for?
I still believe Son has been on a very good form. I don't know whether he played any game in international.
He did, and scored one goal.
Yeah. So I believe he's going to come back with that very form. And apart from the players on the pitch, actually, I believe also the motivation and the enthusiasm in the fans is going to contribute here. Because now Spurs, there is excitement, actually, which Liverpool have to watch over. They know they are going to a new stadium. They know their coach is no longer going anywhere, because as we see, he won't go anywhere, given, as you mentioned earlier, the big boys have taken others. So that will bring them back into a focus. And I believe the fight is going to be very tough. But I believe Son and Kane will always be there. So those two, that's why I say that our defense has to step up.
Very, very interesting going into this particular game. Liverpool shall be taking on a hot Tottenham Hotspur side in a big, big clash on Sunday evening. You can't afford to miss this for anything in this weekend's Premier League action. I think the key men in this game for me will be Mane and Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, I mean, the keeper always... Lloris has to step up his game, Tony. I still look at the game played at Wembley. Yeah, but the game played at Wembley where Liverpool won 2-1. They totally dominated the game, the first half and part of the second half. It's like Liverpool was at home then, and I'm worried that at Anfield and with Liverpool having a course, I think they will dominate this. And Lloris has to be at the best of his game, because he will be bombarded with a lot of strikes. We know Salah is trying to prove a point, so he's shooting from all angles. But just like you've said, Mane from the Liverpool side, and Lloris, of course, has to keep try and keep a clean sheet from the other hand, which I don't think will happen.
Prediction before we go. In this one. 2-0 Liverpool. Team, what?
He just read my mind. 2-0.
Very interesting. I've gone for a 2-1 win for Liverpool. I think Tottenham can be able to get a goal there. It's been very, very hard for a lot of sides, especially at Anfield, to get anything beyond Virgil van Dijk, a player who I also believe should be on the podium for the player of the season this season. Very, very big game on Sunday after an evening. Don't miss any of that. We'll be bringing you more of the predictions after the break.